Okay, I'm ready to glitch it up. We're going to be using three original photographs of ours. I have one for my example here, my portrait that was taken by someone, I forget who, so I apologize to that person. Um, let's just begin by resizing. So you're going to use the F13 key to do your action, which it looks like on this computer I do not. Oh, I'm not in Photoshop, so let's go back to Photoshop. I'll hit F13. And yeah, I don't have that. So you can always go to image size. And I'm going to change the width under pixels to 1200. This website that we're going to use to make the glitch art kind of struggles with very large photographs. So I want you to use three of your own photographs, and then we're going to make a triptych by placing the pictures side by side or up and down across from each other. So you should know how to do that with the crop tool. But I'm going to show you anyways later. So now that I've got this sized correctly, I'm going to save it. And I've already got this saved. I'm going to call it Portrait 2. JPEG. Save. Okay. Next, let's go to the site that I've linked to, the Snorpy site, snorpy.github.io. Let me see. Whoops. Okay, so we see this picture of Abraham Lincoln. Awesome, fun. You can play around with the controls here. Some are more recognizable than others. That's kind of cool. And some effects, you get these little squares, which I think is kind of fun. There's a randomize button too. But to get our own photographs in here, we're going to click on the Open. Click Import File. I'm going to grab my Portrait 2. Click Open. Here we go. There's that head. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wait, where'd it go? Yeah, that 74. Okay, perfect. Love it. Looks like my camera broke. So let's download this. So here's one image. I'm ready to download. I'm going to click Download. And that'll show up in the Downloads folder. I've already got three of these glitches downloaded already. So I'm going to... You got to show it in the Finder, because if you try to open it from here, it's a ping. It's probably going to open in another program. So close this and make sure I got all my images. So I'm going to open up all three images that are in my downloads folder because I've downloaded it from this website. I'm going to click and drag down to Photoshop to ensure that they open in Photoshop. And do you remember this secret? Remember how to get layers onto another, because our kind of challenge here is to get all pictures into the same what's it called, canvas. So I'm going to use my crop tool first. I think I'm going to put Abe Lincoln. Well, let's put him on the left. So I'm going to use the crop tool and click and drag out to extend my canvas. If you hold down the space bar, you can move. Let's see, I'm going to go full screen here. Where's everything frozen? Everything's always frozen, right? Okay. So I've successfully extended my crop. I'm going to hit return. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, Command minus. Okay, so there's the Abe Lincoln. I'm now going to go to my portrait. Oh, I see a resemblance. And then you're going to drag the layer here from layer 0 all the way up into this tab on Abraham Lincoln and then down. You got to see that white outline around that window. Okay, we'll resize later. But so Abe Lincoln was probably smaller than 1200, so you should have similar size images. I'm now going to take this other one of my book that I made and drop it into the Abraham Lincoln tab. Awesome. If you are having size difference issues like I am here, the only thing you need to do really is free transform. So let's use free transform on me. I'm going to do Command T and then hold down the Shift key always when free transforming. Hold down Shift, shrink that guy down like so. Hit return when you're done. I'll now grab Abe Lincoln, maybe transform him a little bit, make him smaller. Just eyeball it. This is just kind of a review. You remember how to do this stuff? Don't forget. And maybe it might be interesting to bookend the book, right, with my portrait. Lastly, I want to get rid of the little squares. We have a transparent background, so I'm going to make a new layer by clicking on the layer button down here. I'm going to drag layer 3 to the very bottom. And then right now my foreground color is white, so if I use my paint bucket tool, it will fill that with white. From there I'm going to crop. So just another cool way to recycle your images. This would be great album art, or maybe a Facebook background wallpaper, whatever you guys do. YouTube banner, you hippity hoppity kids. Okay, save this as a JPEG, just submit it directly, and you're good to go. So thank you for that.